Welcome back, everybody. We are at Gridlife Chicago. This is a drifting event, this is a track event, and this is where companies come to show off their drifting performance teams. There's a lot of cool stuff here happening today, so let's go check it out. Starting the day off strong, we've got this Amg Gtr track setup here. This thing is extremely sick. Look at inside there, they've got all their track gear. Almost everybody here is part of a different race team. They all specialize in different classes and different things like that. Besides being just a drifting event, this whole event does time trials, track. So we're actually with Cal here, the driver, and he's been so generous as to show us around the car. So take it away, man.
Cal Fortner. This is my Supercharged V7 Audi S4. So we got a Vortex Supercharger on this thing. I know you can't really see it out here because of how tight the engine bay is, but the thing actually sits way down here. I like to call it like a remote supercharger because it's got like a mile of belts pretty much going towards the engine. If you go like right behind here, you can kind of get a glimpse of it.
Oh yeah,
it's like literally there, sitting like, way down there.
Literally down there.
Yeah. So if this thing didn't look like a race car, it'd be like the ultimate sleeper because like you don't know this thing's boosted in like a car meet or anything.
Yeah, you literally could like, you could steal some people's money with this if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, dude, it'd be crazy. Like it's sitting about 500 wheel right now, which is a very conservative setup, but we try to make this thing like proper for the track and not just going for like all-out power setups and stuff. Obviously, it looks like a total race car, so this thing can't be a sleeper, but if someone would want to do that, it'd be a pretty cool build.
So how's the event been for you so far?
It's been good. We actually set the unlimited wet record this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was a pretty big accomplishment for me.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm always like really excited to go into wet sessions because that's like my favorite time to drive is when the track's wet.
Okay.
It kind of equalizes the playing field a little bit.
Yeah,
so it lets the driving shine more so than the car.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So you said you were actually having issues today.
Yeah. So that car right there is an all-out street mod build. That car is meant to just whip track records and.
That's in the time attack you said, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so originally we were going to run that this weekend. I actually had out yesterday testing. We lost the power steering pump, so that car is down right now. It still drives fine, but it just can't handle like track abuse right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So unfortunately, we don't have that car out here this weekend, but we got like 5 more events this year, so we're going to be going for wins. See what we can do with that new setup, because that's like a brand new build for me.
Yeah.
It's well, actually, I've had the car since like November, so it's very, very, very new. APR came on board with the Aero and helped out a ton with like getting all that sorted.
It's beautiful, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
That was very cool. I've only been here for a short amount of time today, and everybody's been so generous in showing off their cars and different builds. That's something I really want to focus on today. I want to be able to showcase a lot of these individual teams and their builds and items like that. Last time we were at Gridlife, we just kind of saw the event as a whole, but I really want to dive deeper today into some of these teams and get to know these people a little bit better. And let's start off by getting to know this Supra. This thing is absolutely beautiful. It's even got that square exhaust down there. This is a really sweet looking car right here. This whole center's cut out here. That looks like, well, it's obviously a V8. I can't tell what platform that is. This is insane. I bet you this is probably a drift setup, especially considering the fact that they literally have the same tires with extra on there. Yeah. That's definitely a drift car. But look at through the back here. You can just see how gutted this entire thing is. This is another one that's really sweet. This is an M4 right here. He looks like he's about to go on the, getting ready to go in here. Oh, is this a right-hand drive? Oh, never mind, no. It's probably a drift taxi or something. Beautiful color though. Let's burn dust, eat my rubber. They're doing dyno runs, we're right next to the track. This next one we're about to check out is part of the GLTC touring group. These guys all over right here. So that's what I was talking about here, GLTC Gridlife Touring Cup. So to my understanding, these guys go around to all these different Gridlife events and race. Looks like these are all S2Ks right here. Not sure if the 350 is part of them or not, but they've got quite the setup and quite the team right here. Look at this dump right out here, just the open headers. This thing probably screams. Looks like this one actually is part of the GLTC Touring Cup. The inside of these are literally stripped to the bone. Like, look at that. Drifting is probably the hardest event you can do because it just puts so much strain on your car. Like, I don't know, like, I'm not talking in terms of skill. I'm just talking like the abuse that your car goes through. Drifting's got to be the top one. This Corvette right here is probably bound to make some boomers mad. They fully converted the C4 into a drift Corvette. I actually really like the C4 platform a lot just because it's so tiny, it's light, it's cheap. They've got that wood down there for their front splitter that reminds me of like wood that would be on like a boat or something. And then the headlights are just clear, see-through. So no headlights, and it looks like, I think that, okay, so this intake area here, that's actually not an intake, that's a port into the radiator. I think that's part of like a heating duct, like heating and cooling, like air duct. It looks like this thing is just, they threw together on here like whatever they had. The C4 is also known for having like a futuristic interior. This one's stripped, so you can't really see that, but that's kind of one of the cool things about the C4. Identifies as a Corvette. This is a C5 right here. This is one of those fuel cells, it looks like. I've actually heard that these GT350s are stock, very good on the track. It looks like this thing is pretty much stock. Just a GT350 that they stripped the interior out of. This is very cool. I like how the gold wheels look nice with the white. Definitely cool. I've noticed this on a couple of these cars here. I don't know if you guys know why, but they all have different kind of mirrors. I don't really know why. Like, I saw Cal's car had it. I don't know what the actual purpose of that is. I mean, like, yeah, it looks cooler, but is there like an actual track reason for that? Does it give you like a better view for when you're driving? I have no idea. These track cars are all exiting right now, and then drifting's about to start. So I'm gonna give you guys a little tip here. This thing right here is what they attach to their car. It's like a little mini GPS thing. That is how they track all of their times and everything for events like this. And then I would assume that this is all run by Gridlife, and they have, you know, the different charts, and that's how they determine winners in a lot of events. Most of the drifting events themselves are not actually like competition-wise. However, some of the track events are. I remember last time we talked to somebody at last Gridlife, and they said most of that is drifting that is just for fun. So the place that this event is at is Autobahn Country Club. This is outside of Chicago, and as part of this country club, what it looks like is you can actually use all of the country club cars. They have all these cars here, and then on the bottom here it says fleet car. So what it looks like is they have all these different types of cars that you can drive and things like that. And I guess that's just what you get for being part of the club. I didn't even really know that they had things like that where you could just be part of a club and that actual race club had a fleet of cars you could just drive whenever you want. This is something I've never seen before, guys. This is a Mega Raptor. It looks like a custom build. This thing is massive. Look at how huge those fenders are. But this whole thing is like fully custom. Look at how these go out. For reference about how large this thing is, the top of my head goes to the top of the tailgate there. If I were to guess, I would say this is like a 350 conversion kit. I don't know if this is something that comes in a kit or he built, but regardless, it's sick. These are some of those guys we saw ripping down the track. I don't know if they all have the massive fuel cells in the back here, but that's very, very cool. This is one of the other ones here. So I made it back to the hotel, guys, and I kind of just wanted to take a quick second and say thank you to all of you. This channel would be absolutely nothing without you and everyone else who watches it. Without you guys sharing this, liking, commenting, things like that, I wouldn't be a YouTuber. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. Because of this channel, I've gotten to do so many cool things and go to so many different events, meet people. There was a lot of people I met today solely because I was a YouTuber, and we just kind of hit it off because we were talking about YouTube and videos. I'm in the beautiful city of Chicago right now, so I'm gonna end this video a little bit early today because I've got some exploring to do. So thank you all so much, and have a great night.